This video is a semi-video response to Charlie McDonald's video about being scared, Michael Aranda's video response to being scared, and Hank Green's video response to Michael Aranda's video response to Charlie's video about being scared. It's interesting that I bring this up, I think, in a time where I feel like a lot of people aren't really showing their true colors all the time. And I'm not saying it's everyone, but I know quite a few people who will act one way around some groups of people, and then around other groups of people they're like this completely different person. And it's really sad when you see things like that, because you wonder, am I talking to the real person, or are they talking to the real person? Like, what's happening here? And a lot of it is based off of fear and the desire, the basic need, because I remember learning about this actually. One of the basic needs that most human beings like desire or like actually need is love and acceptance. That can be from your peers, from your family, from your friends, from like in an actual like intimate relationship. It can be a variety of things. And because we desire this love and acceptance, a lot of times it can lead us to do things that we think are going to please other people and maybe not always please ourselves. This being said, terrible lighting. This being said, I've actually found myself in more than one situation refilming videos because I think that they're not funny enough, or there's not enough of me like flailing like this. And this has sometimes caused me to spend extensive amounts of time that I could be doing things that could actually be building upon me as a person. I spend an extensive amount of time trying to fit in what other people's like status quo is, quote, quo. And like Hank was saying, and I do agree with this, and to every single person who's ever made this point, being yourself is hard. It's a lot harder than you would think, because around every single person, you kind of want to fit what they like. Sometimes I feel like a lot of us do that. I do that sometimes. I'll act differently around one group of people than I will another. Not like, oh my gosh, and around one group of people I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so fabulous. And then around another group of people I'm like, yeah, Legend of Zelda. Like, I generally like fit the same kind of thing. But sometimes there's like little adjustments in like maybe how I talk or what I'm going to talk about around people. And they're right. We don't get a handbook on how to be ourselves. I didn't get a book when I turned 13, as Hank Green said, that told me that you're going to be this nerdy girl who makes YouTube videos and sits in her room and freaks out because all of her internet friends live so far away. No one ever told me that. You learn things as you go. And that's the great thing about humanity, but also the scary part, because you never know what's going to happen next. And so that can either mean really, really good things, like, yes, I have an opportunity to do so many cool things. But at the same time, there's always this idea like, but what if you don't? What if something terrible happens? What if the reason why I don't do something I really want to do is because my entire life is just a failure? And that's where that fear, this aspect of paranoia and like, I'm not sure, just kind of comes in and like takes over your face, and it makes it difficult sometimes. And so to Charlie, we all get scared. I'm scared most of the time. Shoot, I mean, you could even say I'm scared now, because like my hair is done and my makeup's done, and that's just an aspect of me being afraid of how you guys see me. And to Michael, yeah, YouTube is a personality business. If people don't like your personality, then you're not going to get views. You're not going to have people want to watch you, and people aren't going to relate to you, because sometimes you don't fit what people want to see. But at the same time, like, to Charlie and to anyone else who's ever felt like, I'm afraid to upload something because I'm afraid people aren't going to like it, think about it like this. They're not subscribed to you because you're like pretty, like that may be how it starts, but they only stay subscribed to you if they really like what you do and your personality, things you make. If you just fit with your personality, which isn't going to change too much unless you're trying to make it change, you, my friends, should have nothing to worry about. And thank you to Hank who explained this even better, saying everyone hits their existential, like, we all hit our existential crisis point, and being ourselves is hard, but at the same time, we're constantly building upon ourselves. And because of that, that's the beauty of humanity. There's always a chance to fix what you've done, and there's always a chance to make yourself better. Not to fake it so people think you're better, but to genuinely make yourself better. I hope that this made sense. I'm just kind of rambling to a camera at this point. So I hope you guys have a good whatever time that is where you are in the universe, and I love you guys, so